Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from our Las Vegas studio. On today's video, I'm going to talk about what sort of properties you should not buy as a beginner, aka stay away from these types of investments if you're a beginner in investing in real estate. And I'm going to go through all of them in detail, so make sure you stay till the very end. I always save the best for last, so don't skip to the end because there's some good stuff in the middle too. But make sure while you're doing that right now, I don't get paid for this yet, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit our notification button, and make sure if you want a video, I truly mean this, make a comment. We'll make a video. As long as it's relevant and as long as it helps us grow as a channel, we'll make a video on it. So some of the subjects that we're going to cover in this video are the types of property, the types of damage, the types of multifamily, commercial, all of the above, and why you can go wrong and what the exit strategies are for getting out of bad investments and why you should avoid them altogether. And last but not least, why you should care and like this video is because it's relevant. If you listen to these steps, you will make money. You won't lose money. If you don't listen to these steps, you're going to lose money and you're going to have a forehead that's got bruises all over it, okay? Do not bump your head. Watch this video to the very end. It's good content that applies to you becoming a successful real estate investor. All right, my number one investment property that I think is a taboo if you are a first-time investor is fire damage, okay? Why is fire damage such a bad deal, right? It's easy, replace it. Well, I'll tell you why. Because most time when you've got fire damage, it's not small, it's major, okay? So when I'm talking about fire damage, I'm talking about major fire damage. I'm not talking about that like a burner touched a wall on fire and there's just a little bit of, soot on there. I'm talking like the fire department came in there and they had to blast through the house. So you got fire damage and water damage. You got windows kicked in, you got doors kicked in. And most importantly, this is the reason I avoid it, you have the city involved now, okay? So they're going to want to make sure that you go through and do every single thing better than it was before, and you have liability now because you just rebuilt a house that caught on fire. Even though you fixed all that stuff, you are probably going to want to disclose that this property was renovated in and that everything has been taken care of. Stay away from it. When you're a beginning investor, there's way too many things that can go wrong and you'll end up losing lots of money if you don't know what you're doing. Now, obviously, I would say there's one exception to that rule, maybe one, and that would be someone who's a contractor who's actually dealt with it and who's just looking to start investing, but they've been repairing fire damaged properties for a long time. If you're that guy, I still would recommend you staying away from it, but I would maybe give you the nod if you stuck to my rules, which is don't overspend. Number two, a water damaged property. Why do you need to stay away from a water damaged property? Well, water is the most intrusive resource that we have. And what it does is it rots away our houses when we're not paying attention. So you are going to have major structural issues. Water seeps to its lowest level, right? So I'm talking about houses that have had exposed roofs, right? I'm dealing with one right now in Chestnut in Kansas City. And guess what? We are having to rebuild the whole thing floor by floor by floor by floor. And even for guys like me, it's a total pain in the rear. So stay away from these things because you can't quantify how much it's going to cost. Any contractor with their salt is going to give you a variable. It might cost you anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000. So how are you supposed to budget? You can't budget for stuff that just is too big. You just have to have so much construction knowledge. Just stay away from it. You'll lose money. Stay away from water damage. Just stay away. You're gonna lose money. Number 3, and the reason I'm gonna tell you to stay away from this is because it's a phase. It's called investing in commercial real estate. And when I mean commercial, I mean large multifamily, I mean large commercial. If this is your first investment for like your SBA loan, that does not apply. I would say go for it. But if it's a large commercial building, like a 31-unit multifamily complex in Kansas City or a 42-unit multifamily in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, like I have bought, stay away. I'm still learning, okay? You need to crawl before you walk, and you need to take baby steps, okay? Don't turn yourself off by getting in the wrong deal first. There's a time, there's an opportunity, but you need to gradually learn the steps in order to make the most out of the next investment. And there's a lot to understand with commercial real estate. The rules are completely different. You're getting in the octagon with Kimbo Slice and Anderson Silva at the same time. You want to fight that fight? I don't think so. So stay away from properties that are bigger than you. Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. Number 4, big ass houses, okay? Stick to 2,500 square foot houses or below, okay? Why? Why do you want to know that, okay? It costs so much money to rehab a house because everything is sold on price per square foot. I'll give you an example. I did a major flip last year during COVID. I did a 6,000 square foot house, 2636 East Viking. Look it up. It's a beautiful house. I sold it for $1.1 million, but I burned through 4 contractors throughout that deal, and I burned through tons of money. So let's do the math. Cheap tile on a nice house like that is going to be around $3 a foot to put it in. That's 18 grand. That's just for the tile, not to put it in. So $3 per square foot just for the tile, and then probably $2 to put it in. Okay, so that's $5 a square foot times 6,000. You're in it for $30,000 in flooring. You don't think people with nice houses want nice kitchens? That means nice appliances. That means more expensive everything, okay? Stay in your lane. Guys get eaten up by big houses. That house is going to eat you, okay? It's going to take you longer. It's going to cost you more in carrying costs. It's going to take you longer to turn. These are for experienced investors. Stick to first-time home buyers. You're going to get burned. Stay in your lane. Do not go after the big granddaddy. Even if you see this big price in the sky, you're going to end up losing money. Number 5, REITs, real estate investment trusts. That means that you're giving somebody else your money to go invest in real estate. Stay away from that. That's stupid. Why would you give somebody who has nothing to do with it, that money's spread out all over the country, maybe in different countries, maybe in other places, it's all mingled, you don't know where your money went, you own shares of nothing, and you got some guy who's flying a private jet all around the world talking about how good this stock's going to do. Stay away from real estate investment trusts. Stay away from stocks and real estate. Only invest into real estate, okay? So let me get to a little further detail about REITs, okay? First of all, a REIT is just a piece of paper. So you don't own any actual real estate. What you own is a piece of paper. So if you like paper and you don't like real estate, this is a great way to go. But it's just a piece of paper that is maybe a return that's going to go up and down, but you don't own anything. You can't flip it. You can't borrow against it. You can't leverage it. You can't do nothing. All you can do is watch it go up and down, and you don't get any upside until you sell it. There's no cash flow. There's nothing. Stay away from REITs. Can I tell you one more time? Stay away from REITs. Probably more than anything, stay away from REITs. I'd rather you get your butt kicked on a watered down house than I would see you invest in REITs. You'll learn more. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure, if you didn't already do so, make sure you hit our subscribe button. Make sure you hit our notification button. And if you don't have enough buttons to hit right there, then comment below and share it with a friend. Share that video, make it viral. You could make this video go viral. You know that? You have the power. Do it. Help us. We're trying to go viral. And for that reward, you can enter our contest at TroyKearnsChannel.com. Text the number below, and I will send you details about how you can enter, and I can help you find the deal, help you fund the deal, and then we'll flip a deal and you'll make 20 grand and I'll have a ton of viewers and we both win.